Hey YouTube, it's Austin again for another monthly episode. Um, so yeah, just give you an update on everything. I forgot what I discussed in my last video. It's been quite a hectic term to say the least. Chinese is still being Chinese. Have to do characters every day as usual. That's man, it's quite an adventure in that class. Acting is an interesting class to say the least. Most people would think that acting, a class that's based on acting, would be really simple. All you have to do is memorize lines and certain movements and blocking that you would do, and you'd be good. Excuse me for my voice, but it's more than that. You have to do a lot of rehearsals, a lot of coaching with your professor, yada yada yada. So if anybody's in acting, they would sympathize with me. I'm only in acting once, so it's not like I'm professional or anything, but it's something that I didn't expect would happen, and I do enjoy it. Ultimately, and just recently, in fact, about like an hour or so ago, had to break off a friendship with a person out there. I don't think she watches the videos at all, so she wouldn't recognize herself, but her name is Kathy. So things just, to be completely honest, like I believe she's still, she's really good friends with my girlfriend Isabel, and things are really, really working out in the beginning. Ever since Isabel and I started dating in the summer, Kathy and I were great friends. But then things started to take a turn eventually as I started coming up for school, I believe, during that first week. Isabel and I were going through a rough time, ultimately, and that's just, I guess every relationship goes through that, especially long distance. So we were going through that, and Kathy and I weren't really talking anymore. She started school way before me, and we just weren't talking. And I had to go back to Taiwan, as I told you guys in the last video, just all of a sudden for my grandfather. And I met Kathy, and I just didn't expect stuff to work out in that manner. Things were totally awkward. I felt so uncomfortable in the situation. I try to make it more better and appealing. I tried to make a very comfortable atmosphere, essentially, but it just didn't work out in that sense. And I mean, just based off that meeting, I just got the notion that things would not work out. Ultimately, I got the vibe that when we talk, it's just two personalities that don't collide well together, if you know what I mean. We just don't get along. And I just thought, after that trip, when I was traveling back, I really thought about it, not only about the sake of Isabel and I's relationship, but, I thought about that too, how that trip made us closer. But, the interaction, the personal interaction that I had with Kathy really exposed me to the notion that we just don't get along, simply. And when I went back like week 2 or 3, now it's week 8, so it's been like 5 weeks. So yeah, about 5 weeks, yeah. I just didn't talk to her that much, and then I just felt like I've always, and I will be honest, it's gotten to a point where, I've only go to her for my issues, never for her issues. That's correct. I do admit to that. I'm very, very ashamed that I've been doing that, and I did apologize for that action, but I don't know what she doesn't get, the idea that she can always come to me for her issues. I don't know when she's experiencing it. Like, hear me out, people. Like, how are you supposed to know when someone else is experiencing issues? Okay, yeah, you check up on them, right? But they never will tell you. Like stuck in a wall. Like, what do I do? Kind of a thing. And that's just the situation that I experienced with her. And I don't know what to do. So I'm just like shooting myself in the foot right here, and I just don't see where the friendship is going ultimately. Okay, I really don't know where it's going. Really, I mean, if you were to ask me about my friendship with my roommates down the hall, I could see where that is going. Other than that, I don't. If you ask me with my fraternity brothers from ATO, then I would know. But I don't know where this is going with Kathy and I. So ultimately, I couldn't. just couldn't work out. You know, I just couldn't. It just couldn't work out for me. I couldn't handle it. Really, I couldn't. But at the end of the day, what I told her is that I always will be there as a human being for her. Human being meaning, if she wants to come with me, if she has some issue or she's experiencing something, some struggle, yeah, I'll talk to her. But I'm not going to go to her for my issues at all. I'm just going to be a human being about it. I'm going to treat her as a human, not an animal. I'm not going to completely ignore her. I'm not going to block her on my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to be immature. I'm not going to make posts about it. Yeah, I'm talking about a video, but I'm not bagging her about it at all. I'm not attempting to. I'm not trying to. I wish her the best. Ultimately, I wish that she is successful in her career as being a journalist, as we aspire the same dreams. So I wish her the best in that field. And I wish her the best in her future wherever she goes. That's it. So that's a very tough subject for me to talk about because I'm very emotional about it right now. But I just couldn't take it anymore. I mean, I couldn't force it. I was trying to force it the last couple of weeks, and why would you force something? I'm done forcing things. It's time to buck up right now, seriously. But okay. Anyways, besides that, on a brighter note, Isabel and I are doing great. Hope so. I go back in, it was week 8 right now? 2 weeks. No. Yeah, around 2 weeks. Wait, this week? 3 weeks, my bad. So yeah, 3 weeks, I guess. And I'm more than excited to go back for Christmas break. And I'm just excited for the time that we're going to spend the time we spend together, ultimately. And I hope that works out as planned. In terms of after Christmas break, I don't know where things are going, really. My mom told me I might have to go back during winter term for my grandfather if something happens to him again, which is most likely to happen. If that's the case, then I go back. And then I'm also planning to go back for spring break as well, so that's a plan. But I'm also going to be studying abroad next year in Taiwan as well, whole academic year. It's quite the trip and investment. But ultimately, I'll get done with my second year of Chinese that whole year, as well as several other credits, like take care of econ, and so international culture classes, American culture classes, those kind of things that they offer at the 2 schools that I'm trying to get into. Either one I'm okay getting into, but I have to be safe because this really means a lot to me. And go figure, I'm doing it also for Isabel and I as well, for us. But I hope that works out ultimately. I'll be getting a haircut today. So random, sorry. Yeah, my hair has been getting quite wild lately. It's been keeping my head warm though because it gets really cold here in Oregon. But yeah, that's been my November. Holidays are coming up. Hope these holidays are actually really, really amazing for me, especially Christmas. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing fabulous out in the world right now and having a fantastic day as usual. And I hope that everyone can have a great holidays, very safe holidays, and ultimately spend great time wherever you go, either be family, friends, loved ones, etc. Other than that, take it easy, people.